Hi, I'm with Steve Cook now from Stewart Film Screen, and I really like this. I love the idea of projection. I know that you make films and screens. In my work as an architect, I think it's amazing what you can do. You can transform a building by projection. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yes, Stewart Film Screen got a start back in the 40s making screens for the film industry. Um, the company's most known for making some of the biggest screens, up to 40 by 90 feet seamless. So we make some of the biggest screens in the industry. We're also known for making a lot of custom screens and a lot of architectural glass screens. Um, One of the things we do is we make many high-performance screen materials. They're vinyl-based screen films, and they're all high-performance screens. And so one of the things we try to do is try to make aware to architects and designers that for high ambient light conditions, we try to make them more aware of gray screen technology. Gray screen technology is better suited for high ambient lit rooms like boardrooms, classrooms, training rooms, because they reject ambient light better, and they also steer the light back into the audience better than traditional white screens. So that's something we try to work with designers and architects and try to make them aware that they should be using more of that type of technology.
You know, it's really interesting because I think about projection in a really simple way. I say, oh, it'd be great to animate the facade, but it only works at night, let's say, because I can't think beyond that. And in fact, you have technology that where projection will be visible at daytime as well, right?
That's possible. It's tricky to do, but usually rear projection is one of the more popular ways of doing it. And we have some screens that are actually bordering on what we call black screens. They're so dark of a gray that they're black once they're in front of a very dark rear projection room. And so we can use them in very uncontrolled lighting conditions by using that type of a screen.
Well, I mean, I know you've done some very high profile. You mentioned the Academy Awards, also the presidential election. Those are your products, correct?
We've done, the Democratic and Republican conventions. We made some of the largest screens. I think those screens were between 89 to 90 feet long, and they were seamless. There were no seams in the material. So we're known for making some of the biggest screens in the industry.
And so this is sort of shop talk, but we're all architects, I guess, right? So and you talked about a glass material. I mean, laminating glass and putting the screen between the glass, right? So maybe you could explain a little. I mean, I'm really interested in that as an idea.
Yeah, like one of the things we make, and we're the only company that can do it, is we make a product called Star Glass. So we actually take the projection film and we laminate it between two pieces of glass. It's like the windshield of your car. You have a laminate in between two pieces of glass so that if it breaks, it doesn't cave in. So by doing that, we make the screen safety rated. So architecturally, it can go into a building, be built right into a wall, or actually be a wall, and it can be used from ceiling to floor. So the only way by code is to use a safety rated glass, because you can't go below 18 inches unless it's safety rated. So now we have a screen that's code safety rated, and the projection film's in between the glass. And the Star Glass 60 is a dark gray material, so you can use it in high ambient light conditions. And what architects like to do is they like the front wall of the room in a training room to be all glass, ceiling to floor, all the way left to right, so that when you project onto it, it looks like the image is floating on the wall. And so, again, that's what we call an architectural piece of glass or an architectural screen.
So last question from me. Tell me the advantages of, let's say, projection screen or film material as opposed to video.
Well, in the old days of standard definition video, you could project an image onto just a piece of white film, and it looked okay. Or do a presentation, low resolution. But now that we're into high definition now, you want the image, it's so high definition, you want to take advantage of that resolution, and you want the image to pop. So you want good blacks, and you want to see the resolution. The only way to do that is use the high performance screen, usually a gray screen technology, so it holds the blacks up and it gives you more resolution and detail. So it's even more important now to use a screen that will show those things. So again, screen selection is very important.
Any high profile projects in the Washington area?
Well, actually, for you, the new AIA DC training facility that's a few blocks away are all Stewart's projection screens. And they're all using a dark gray Firehawk high-performance material.
So you're not limited by size. I mean, you could be doing a room, you could be doing a giant civic space.
Yeah, again, we do everything from small, normal-sized screens, but we tend to be able to go up to very large sizes where other companies can't.
Well, I've really enjoyed this conversation with Steve Cook from Stewart Film Screen. Your booth is somewhere here?
We're actually we're supposed to be over in the open office area.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much.